All right, y'all. I can't even say it. This is James from Non Free Project. Remember to subscribe, share, and like this video. Now, I want to talk to you about this foolishness that this one magazine slash blog slash I don't know what wanted to assert with regards to men and transgenders. So there's a local magazine here, and I will say they're regional, but I don't really follow them. So the writer of this article wanted to make an assertion with regards to after this situation with Bobby V. If you know anything about Bobby V, Bobby Valentino, who has recently been caught with a tranny, allegedly with a tranny, and that the tranny didn't give, that he didn't pay the tranny after services were rendered, and the tranny actually made a video calling out his name and saying he'd left some things behind, so forth and so forth. And there's a video of Bobby V leaving the tranny's apartment. So now, with that being said, this particular magazine, a social music culture magazine, black culture magazine, the writer wanted to publish an article. First, they published an article about what the backlash this could have with transgenders, and then the second article that they released was what about why men? The title was what the 3 reasons why men choose transgenders as side chicks. Now, I about choked when I read that. I was like, 3 reasons why men choose transgenders as side chicks. I don't know. 3 reasons. One of them was because of the way they looked. I don't even want to get too far into it, but one of them was because the writer said because of the way transgenders look. Transgenders, they take the effeminate and they do a hypersexualization of the effeminate. And then number 2 was because of the taboo sex that you can have with the transgender, and that is popular in places like Brazil and so forth, and that taboo sex is one of the reasons why men would choose a tranny over an actual biological female. And then number 3 is that because men like the pleasure that a tranny may do that a biological woman will not do, as relates to stimulating their prostate. Maybe with a toy or any other type of blunt object that can be. Anyway, I'm not going into all that. So with that being said, let me just break this down in this sense right here. Here's the 3 reasons that men choose trannies over actual sex, or having a woman as their chick, as their woman. Reason being, number 1 is sin. Reason being, number 2 is sin. And reason being, number 3 is sin. Number 1, the sin of self. Number 2, the sin of perversion. And number 3, the sin of lust. All of that, tie it all together. Do whatever you want to with it. It doesn't matter with me. At the end of the day, it comes down to sin. Now, my heart goes out to anybody who is struggling with, number 1, transgenderism, and number 2, those who are attracted to transgenders. They are actually now trying to have people they are actually now trying to say that, shame on men for not finding transgender women, quote unquote women, attractive. Let me tell you something. The reason why a real heterosexual man would be upset and finding out that the person that he has been dating, assuming that is a biological woman, and come to find out that is actually a man who has breast inserted and still has that dangling down below. The reason you would be mad is because you were looking for a woman. You weren't looking for a man who's confused about his gender. You weren't looking for that. A transgender is not a woman. A transgender is not a man. They are not what they are trying to present. That's the truth of it. So while you're sitting there and coming up with these 3 reasons, the truth of the matter is it all boils down to sin. It all boils down to sin and the perversion of that. That's all it is. That is all it is. You can't make no more of it. You don't make any less of it. It's sin. And until a man comes to Jesus Christ and get to know Jesus Christ, and the grace that is afforded one when they do come to Jesus Christ, is that they won't see it for that. They're going to see it as, okay, I just want to get my rocks off with something different. But it's like, no, it's sin. It's perversion. And the grace of God is extended to all, no matter what you're dealing with, what you're struggling with. The grace of God is out there for all. So that's what I wanted to say. So anyway, this is James from the Free Project. Remember, it's not 3 reasons, but it's 3 sins: self, perversion, and lasciviousness. All right, bye.